So that's your standard 7-pin socket. It's pre-wired in and it should be done with 7-core cable. Now one little tip that I would always give is, this is the one I'm going to be putting onto the car. Where the wires actually go into the brass fittings, I just sprayed a little bit of copper grease. I have copper grease in an aerosol can. I sprayed it into those because that's the place where you get bad connections, and water, no matter what you do, will always get into this. So spray a little bit of something on those when it's brand new. At least if you ever do need to do anything with it, the screws will actually open for you, and you have a better chance of not having any problems. Wiring is pretty simple. I just got this diagram on the internet. Now that's the male end of the plug, but the same wiring. They're giving you the different colours there, which are the colours of the wires, and it just tells you what each of them are for. Now on the actual trailer, sometimes you'll only have a 5-core cable, which just means your two tail lights are together and you don't have a fog light. But for wiring your trailer socket onto your car, you're going to have your 7-core cable and use all of your pins. Now trailer lights are notoriously useless and unreliable, and they give you this little buzzer in the wiring kit for the tow bar to try and combat that. You wire this into your trailer wiring, and it's supposed to alert you to the fact that your lights or indicators may have failed on your trailer. But the annoying thing is about these is that these buzzers actually beep when the indicators are working, and it only stops beeping if the indicators fail to work on your trailer. The trailer indicators should operate in unison with the vehicle indicators, and the audible relay should buzz. Failure to buzz shows that the trailer lights have failed. Check the connections on the bulbs. I do not want that thing annoying me every time I tow a trailer. Now, another thing that you will get is these little wiring connectors, which are absolutely and utterly useless. I am totally against using these. They are very handy for things like wiring in a trailer socket, because if you want to just tap into a wire in your car, basically just snap that over the wire, a little spike sticks through the wire and makes your connection. And it's very handy for stuff like that, but these do not last. You will get bad connections and you'll be trying to trace wiring faults for years to come. They're just a disaster. Do it properly. Bare wires, solder them together, put heat shrink over them. There is no substitute for that. These are shite. So the trailer lights will have to be connected to that wiring loom there, going to the tail lights on the car. And to bring the wire in, I just drilled a small 12mm hole so I can run my cable in, and I also have one of these little rubber grommets which will make sure the hole is watertight. So first thing, I'm going to have to figure out which one of these wires does what. So I'll just earth a little test lamp and stick them into the different things, see which one is the indicator for a start. There we are, that's the end one, is the indicator, which is that one there, the blue one. That's the right hand tail light. Okay, what else do we need? Brake lights. So on the wiring loom coming from the trailer socket, the white wire there is the earth wire. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get one of these little crimp-on connections, crimp that onto the end of the white wire, and then I can actually earth that with one of those bolts there where the rest of the car's wiring is earthed, and that'll give me a good earth point for my trailer lights. So when most people want to expose the copper in a wire like this, just get a snips, just squeeze it around a couple of times and then pull away the insulation at the end, and then you have a piece of exposed copper wire. However, when you want to expose a piece in the middle, i.e. if you want to like tap into the wire, which I will be doing on the car, that's a little bit more difficult. So to join into the middle of a piece of wire, you want one of these things, which are kind of new enough gadget. They're about €40, so they're dear enough, but they are the ultimate wire stripper. They are the ultimate tool when it comes to stripping off wire. So if you want a nice clean cut at the end of a piece of wire, you can do that. But also, if you want to cut into a piece of wire, say to join into a wire, like I'll be doing on the car, I'll be joining into the car's wiring loom. It'll also give you a neat little break in the insulation like that, which is exactly what I need. So brake lights next, which is the red one coming from the socket, and the brakes on the car are the brown. So that's this one here. Now, you probably really should solder that joint as well. I'm not going to, but it is good practice to do that. Do they work? Absolutely perfect. I'm happy with that. Lovely job. Everything's done, everything's tight, and everything works. Perfect. So it took me more or less an hour to fit the hitch and probably another hour on the wiring. So 2 hours all in is not too bad. Towequip.co.uk is the website I bought the tow bar from. It came over here in 2 days from England, which was great. It was very good value and it's a good quality product as well. So what more can you ask for? Thanks for watching.